G'day guys, just got a bunch of Commodore Amiga stuff that I'm kind of looking for some idea on what I should do with them, whether I should sell them as one big complete lot, and basically just wondering what kind of value there is here, if any. So I've got a little bit more. I just want to start off with these three units here. They're the Commodore Amiga 1000s, and so there's three of them here. The only difference here is this one, it's been kind of customized. It's got a two-way switch here and a three-way switch here. It's a bit wobbly, just got to screw it in. But yeah, so a three-way switch and a two-way switch. So I don't know what kind of modification that would be. If anyone knows, let me know, just out of interest. But yeah, three Commodore Amigas, 1000s, and then the three keyboards that are for the 1000. Okay, and then three monitors that I don't know whether they're for the 1000 or whether they can be used, but I've got more monitors, so but these three are probably my best ones. So there's the Commodore 1084S and the Commodore 1802, and my favorite one is the Commodore Amiga. It's got the Amiga logo, so kind of looks cool, and that's the 1081. So that's it for this little batch, but I will continue the video with everything else I've got Commodore. But this is the first things, and yeah, so three Commodore Amigas, three pretty good condition keyboards, except two of them, the cable is a little bit stretched more than I would like to see, but they're still, got their cables, just not as squiggly as they probably should be. And the the monitors, they don't really come with cables. One's got just video, and the Commodore 1000 that's been modified seems to have all the cables, a couple of add-on cables. The other ones don't have, except the one's got a some kind of can't remember what it was, a gender swapper or something. So anyway, so that's it. So I'm going to put this, hopefully it's going to go on YouTube, and hopefully some people can give me an idea on what all this is going to be roughly worth, what I should be sort of looking at. Obviously I don't know anything about electronics, so I'm not going to try and test them, turn them on or anything like that. Most vintage people that buy from me, they always say the same thing, is don't turn anything on. Let us open it up and check out things first, So untested, as is, that's the start, and some more coming. So hold your horses. Okay, so the last of the batch is, a few other oddball things. So here, this is a Amiga 500. So yeah, it is what it is. And I do know that this monitor, which I already showed you one of the Amiga 1081s, I remember this came with this, but this one, the problem is someone cut the actual power cord, so there's still a couple inches there where it can be spliced, or preferably replaced altogether. But yeah, but I do remember that this monitor came with this 500, and so the 1081, but the cord's cut. But the other two monitors, there's a 1084S. Okay, it looks in pretty okay nick. It's just missing the cover here for the control. And this one's an older one. It's a Commodore 1084. Just looks older, yeah, it looks in reasonable good nick, and again, none of these are being tested. So yeah, Amiga 500. Then there's a Commodore 64, but this one is to me it's the classic 80s video console machine for one reason, and that is it's got cigarette burns. You know, when people would be playing games and they'd leave the cigarettes. That was classic in the 80s. Like, you go to amusement parlors, people playing video games and so on, they'd always leave the cigarette and there'd be cigarette burns. So I kind of like it because it's got the cigarette burns. It's really cool. It's got a fast load cartridge in there, but obviously even got a cigarette burn at the front here where they just laid their cigarette down and just got carried away playing the game, and that's what happens. But I just like them for that, because it's sort of like crusty, original. You can almost envision the guy smoking his fags, and but yeah, so yeah, it's look, it's not, there's no cracks or anything, but it's pretty nasty with the cigarette burns and stuff, but yeah, I just like it. So, but have no idea if it works or what. And I also, with the 64, I've got this disk drive. I can tell it's 64 because it's got the same color pattern as that one. So 1541, it's still in shrink wrap from when I got it, plastic, so they've kept the dust out. And then another disk drive. I think this may also, no, I think this goes with the Commodore 128, I'm pretty sure, but I don't have a 128. It's just a disk drive. I don't think it's brand new. I think they just put it back in the cover because it's got a few fingerprints and stuff. So the 1571 disk drive. But obviously, if someone went, if they went to the trouble of putting it back into the box and stuff, so I'm assuming it still works. And then also for the Commodore 128, which I don't have, but you got a nice chunky power supply. Don't know if that's any good to anyone as well. Part of the bundle. And then a couple of unknown Commodore power supplies. I'm not sure what they go in, but there's one giant one. That's huge. And so definitely says Commodore. It's not for the car. It must be for a Commodore unit. So, yep, 3 power supplies in amongst that. And sometimes power supplies can be pretty hard to get, going by experience from other kinds of vintage stuff. And then finally, now that the neighbours turned on the lawnmower, also is this Commodore laptop. So it's got a blue screen. It kind of looks okay from here. Yeah, all the keys are there and everything's sort of clicking and working. Don't know if it works. Again, don't know if there's going to be a power supply, or if one of them were a power supply for it. Yeah, but the only problem with this laptop, so it's a C286 LT, so obviously running a 286. Yeah, but the problem is it's got a crack here, so the base is not the best. Crack here and a pretty decent crack here. It looks like it was dropped on the corner, and so the crack's going all the way up here. So that's the only problem with this one. It's got a couple of cracks on the bottom. The top's fine. And yeah, the screen, it looks okay. I can't see any burning or anything like that. I like the blue screen. C286 LT. I think it's a cool oddball piece, because you don't find many Commodore laptops, and so yeah, but have no idea. So there you go, guys. You got the 3 Amiga 1000s with keyboards, 3 really nice monitors. Then you got the the Amiga 500, which looks in really nice condition, like it's pretty clean and straight. The Commodore 64, rough as, but kind of unique. 3 extra monitors, and then you got the Commodore 64 5 1/4 disk drive, model 1451, and the 1571, 1541, not 1451, yeah, 1541, and the 1571, the laptop, 3 power supplies, the whole bundle. So what do you reckon, guys? Am I just holding on to nothing? Oh, also one more thing. Sorry, I forgot. There's also these mouses, 1351 mouses. So there's also 3 of these mouses. I think these go for also the Commodore 64. I don't think these go, because the plugs are a 9-pin female, so they don't go with the 1000s. I thought they did, but they don't. I think they're a Commodore 64. There's a couple of different ones. So model 1351, right? And so I think this is the actual one. It's still got the you know, the little book and stuff inside. So this one, it says 1351. This is the one that comes in the box. But these extra 2, they don't have 1351, but they're kind of almost identical, just a little bit different underneath. They just got Commodore and serial numbers. So, but yeah, this one's definitely a different one. It's even got a different color trackball. Might even be slightly larger than these ones, but that's what they are. So 3 mouses as well. I think they're 64. So they come with it as well, and that's the bundle. So let me know what you guys think. Is it this something still people want? Or is it too old, or just not the thing? I've got other things that are coming up. Amstrad, gaming consoles, modern ones, vintage ones. But yeah, I just wanted to... yeah, hopefully you guys give me, you know, just a bit of an opinion on what I should be selling it for. I want to sell the whole lot in one go, just get rid of it, go, see ya, bang, and we're done. So hopefully there's someone out there that wants to deal with these. I also got another 1084 monitor that doesn't say Commodore or Amiga or anything, just a straight, you know, probably, if it's still here, I'll throw that in as well. But yeah. So let me know, guys. Have I got something here? What should I sell it for if there is something here? And yeah, again, all untested as is. I don't know. The Amiga is even still got a floppy drive or floppy disk in the drive. Don't know what that is. It could be Bitcoin. You could have $1 million worth of Bitcoin just on that floppy drive. So hey, you know, it's worth a gamble. And yeah, the fast load cartridge for the 64, discs, floppy, and you know, probably one of my favorites apart from the 1000s is this Commodore laptop. That's weird, that's bizarre. Give it a nice clean up, bit of armor all, and you're done. And the 500 obviously, and it looks in great condition. It looks like it's gonna work. I don't know what's under this cover. I didn't want to take it off. Who knows? But it's got, you know, everything's there. So there you go, guys. Let me know, you know, and yeah, just give me an idea. And obviously I'm in Melbourne, Australia. So, you know, if you're overseas, don't bother asking for me to ship anything out, because I want to sell it as a whole thing. And even if I did break it down eventually, I don't want to ship overseas. It's just way too expensive. You can find them in your own country. This is just for guys in Melbourne or someone interstate that wants to come down and collect it. Be my guest. You're welcome. I'll even make you a cup of coffee and take it away for a fair price. Catch you then, guys.